efficiency there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And for all the flash and dash in Oklahoma City over the past few years, Serge Ibaka silently goes about his business. While all eyes are on the mega stars, Durant and Westbrook, Ibaka lurks around like a jaguar. I mean, finding opportunities to exploit any weakness in the opposition.
Thunder trailing by 5. Here's Roberson, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
And he can't hit the second. And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, and as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Warriors leading by 5. Curry kicks to Thompson. Dishes to Curry. Back to Green. Thompson outside. Bogut sets a screen for Thompson. Shoots off the screen. And the basket by Bogut. Bogut's got his first bucket in this one.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow, just like he got there.
When you think about guards who play without fear or any hesitation, Russell Westbrook is the first of those guys to come to mind.
I tell you what, man, his relentless pursuit and attacking of the goal and his opponent is really something to watch.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Thunder trailing by 5. Goes back up. And it's Adams getting it to go.
The offense has a better flow, and it actually looks better here in the second quarter.
It does. They're playing with a little bit more bounce in their step and trying to close this gap.
Green, the screen. The drive by Thompson. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
Westbrook dishes to Ibaka. And Roberson kicks to Durant. Ibaka outside. Right side, Westbrook. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Serge Ibaka.
And for Westbrook, he had some high praise. Allen Iverson said he's a huge fan of Westbrook and sees so much of himself in him, mostly due to how they play with heart. I'll tell you the other thing, Allen Iverson I always felt was the most intimidating small guard in the history of the league. Russell Westbrook rapidly trying to claim that honor.
Golden State's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first half. Now the pass to Durant. There's a screen. Ibaka outside. Outside Westbrook. Back to Ibaka. Feeds to Westbrook. Curry with the defensive effort.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Here is Durant. Here's Roberson. No good on that last second attempt there. And up. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And the threes, they just dropped for him consistently. He was in a zone in that first half.
I'll say, I mean, this couldn't have been a more productive day for him from long range so far.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
You know, Curry is playing extremely well. He's got 11 points, and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
This is really production personified from long range.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And Golden State looking at who they've got. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Bogut in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level. Was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us, and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
Westbrook kicks to Durant. And Durant gets double teamed. And stolen by Barnes. Here's Thompson. Finish off the break. Thompson's got the lead up to 8 now for the Warriors.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further. And guys, you talk about players who have that killer instinct. Russell Westbrook is right at the top of that list.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. There's the screen. Here's Curry with the floater. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And it's 13 points for Steph Curry. And you think, Greg, about Westbrook's killer instincts. You were alluding to that. It's very apparent at times. Players praise, and Clark, I think, fear him for just that characteristic alone.
Well, how about this, Kevin? Kobe Bryant said Westbrook has the same love for competition that he has. Whenever other guards are pulled, Westbrook is their worst matchup.
Here's Curry. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Curry's got 4 this quarter.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Here's Durant. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
I can't believe defenders are not aware. They cannot allow him that position.
Yeah, you're right about that, Greg. He's put a no trespassing allowed on that spot of the floor. It's all his.
Stolen by Thompson. The feed to Green. The teardrop falls in. And the Warriors lead by 8.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
The Thunder have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. And Durant, here we go. Misses from short range.
And the Thunder had plenty of reason to be down last year because of the injuries. A big place that it hit them was on offense. They just were not the same absent mainly Kevin Durant.
1:41 left in the third quarter. Westbrook passes to Durant to the left wing. That's good, and the Warrior leaders get down to 8 on the bucket from Roberson.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number 1 of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
Curry dishes to Green. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. 59 seconds left to play in the third. Westbrook kicks to Ibaka. Westbrook drives in. Oh!
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when you need a spark, something electric to get your teammates fired up.
Check out the game for Durant. He's got 13 points, and the assist numbers, tremendous.
His court vision is on par with anybody. I mean, he could not pass the ball any better than he is right now.
He's perfect from the line this time. What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years, ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
He feeds it to Ibaka. Durant in the corner. Shot on the wing. Warriors with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Thunder trailing by 4.
Chicken wing.
And Oklahoma City looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter.
First personal foul, teams first.
Durant the 3 and Ibaka the 4. Andre Roberson out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Adams in it. The 5 down low. Curry passes to Green. For 3, it's Curry. That time on the assist from Green. 18 points for Steph Curry.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
I tell you what, any team will take that. I mean, if you're shooting over 50%, it means you're getting the kind of looks you want on offense.